Hey there, it's CJ Willie and I'm cracking a pack. Today is pack number 2 on my Magic the Gathering Core Set 2019 Bundle Bingo. Check out the preview video on my Core Set 2019 bundle. I've added the link to the preview video in the description below. As I crack the pack, my viewpoint will be from a very casual Magic the Gathering player perspective. It will not be the viewpoint of a Pro Tour or even Friday Night Magic grinder. It will be a kitchen table game of Magic, having fun with friends opinion. So I've got my checklist here, and pack number 1, wasn't able to pull anything to mark off. Pack number 2, hopefully I'll pull something and be able to mark off 2 squares, including the free square, because everybody needs a free square. All right, let's get to cracking pack number 2 out of our box. Hopefully I'll be able to pull a Crucible of Worlds, Omniscience, one of the cool Planeswalkers. First card out of the pack is Omen Speaker. 2 mana, 1 and a blue. Human Wizard at 1/3. When Omen Speaker enters the battlefield, scry 2. I think this is one of the better blue commons. Enters the battlefield as a 1/3. It's going to sit on the ground. It's going to block quite a few creatures. Scry 2. Dig a little bit further into your deck. Find that next card that's going to help you win the game. Next is Goblin Instigator, 2 mana, 1 and a red, Goblin Rogue at 1/1. When Goblin Instigator enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 red Goblin creature token. I had a lot of fun with a Goblin deck in Core Set 2019. Getting 2 separate Goblins out allowed you to do shenanigans with Goblin Trash Master. Goblin Instigator definitely was one of the funner cards to play in a red aggressive deck. Loxodon Linebreaker, 3 mana, 2 and a white. It's an Elephant Soldier at 3/2. Vanilla. This is a card that you might include in a draft as your 23rd card to fill out your deck. It really isn't playable in any sort of constructed deck. Elvish Rejuvenator, 3 mana, 2 and a green, Elf Druid at 1/1. When Elvish Rejuvenator enters the battlefield, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put a land card from among them onto the battlefield tapped. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. I did like playing Elvish Rejuvenator quite a bit. There are going to be times when you whiff, but the vast majority of times when you play Elvish Rejuvenator, your top 5 cards will have a land. Next up is Child of Night, 2 mana, 1 and a black, Vampire 2/1. It's a lifelinker. Basic staple lifelink creature that fits really well into the white-black lifelink strategy that was in Core Set 2019. Next up is Druid of the Cowl, 2 mana, 1 and a green. It's an Elf Druid at 1/3. You can tap it and add green to your mana pool. It originally was printed in the Kaladesh block. I used it a ton there. It was a great mana ramper, and even when you weren't tapping it for mana, a 1/3 can hold down the ground for quite a bit. Skyscanner, 3 generic mana. Artifact creature Thopter at 1/1. It's a flyer. When Skyscanner enters the battlefield, draw a card. In the limited format for Core Set 2019, Skyscanner did a lot of work. There was a great artifact theme in the white-blue archetype. Snapping Drake, 4 mana, 3 and a blue. It's a Drake at 3/2. Has flying. Playing this type of creature in a white-blue flyers deck in draft. A 3/2 flyer is going to get you ahead in the air. And if they can't deal with it over the course of 3 or 4 turns, you'll end up winning the game. Lich's Caress, 5 mana, 3 and 2 black, sorcery, destroy target creature, you gain 3 life. This is your basic 5 mana, destroy a creature that's specifically made for the limited environment. It would be a lot better if it was an instant speed card. Sorcery makes it a little too slow, and even the 3 life gain doesn't make up for it being a sorcery. Manalith, 3 generic mana artifact. You can tap it to add 1 mana of any color. This fits the best in a draft deck. If you're looking to splash a 3rd color, add the color that you need to splash some of your powerful bombs. All right, we got a bingo square. Our first uncommon is Stitcher Supplier. A single black mana zombie at 1/1. When Stitcher Supplier enters the battlefield or dies, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. It's a very strong card in Pioneer. In the standard environment, it was just as strong. A creature that comes in, mills you 3 cards. When it dies, mills you another 3 cards. It was the backbone to graveyard strategy decks. Currently, it's around $4.50, $5. I'm very excited to get it. I'm going to be able to mark off at least 1 square and the free square. Our next uncommon is Gift of Paradise, 3 mana, 2 and a green. Enchantment aura, enchant land. When Gift of Paradise enters the battlefield, you gain 3 life. Enchanted land has tap, add 2 mana of any one color. You enchant one of your lands, you gain some life. If you've taken your 3rd turn off to enchant your land, that 3 life will help you on whatever damage you're going to take in a subsequent attack. Being able to tap it to add 2 color of any mana is going to allow you to splash some powerful cards. Diregraph Ghoul, single black mana, zombie at 2/2. Diregraph Ghoul enters the battlefield tapped. This is a great aggressive creature in black. You play it on turn 1, comes into the battlefield tapped. That's okay. It doesn't have haste, so it's not going to be attacking. If you're fortunate enough to get a good enchantment or a good artifact that you can put on to Diregraph Ghoul on turn 2, your opponent's going to be on their back foot trying to figure out a way to deal with Diregraph Ghoul. Okay, come on, rare and mythic rare. Leonin Warleader. This is awesome. Pack 2, I get to mark off 3 bingo squares. Leonin Warleader is one of the cards I really wanted to get. For 4 mana, 2 and 2 white, it's a cat soldier at 4/4. Whenever Leonin Warleader attacks, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink that are tapped and attacking. During the standard format, I played this in a green-white cat deck that was pretty powerful. I currently have a Pioneer cat deck that I wanted to get another copy of Leonin Warleader and put into there. It's a deck that features Prowling Serpapard, Regal Caracal, green-white cat lifelink based deck that overwhelms you with a bunch of cats. And then a forest and a 2/2 white knight with vigilance. My favorite card out of the pack, or best card out of the pack, is a little tough. Stitcher Supplier is a great card, but I really like Leonin Warleader. It's a strong card that if my opponent can't deal with it, every single turn I'm attacking with a 4/4, they're going to have to be dealing with those 2/2 life linkers. And if they don't deal with them, the next turn I'm going to have 2 more life linkers. If I'm fortunate enough that after playing it, it survives into my next turn, I've got plenty of spells to protect it and put my opponent in an awkward spot that I'm going to continue to go wide. And if they don't have a Wrath effect, I will eventually win the game. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, please subscribe and share. Take some time to tell me in the comment section what was your favorite card or best card out of the pack. Until next time, when I'm back to crack pack number 3 for my Magic the Gathering Core Set 2019 bundle in Bundle Bingo.